in almost every case, when people are, no, not almost every, in every single case that you're afraid, you don't know who you are. You're just reacting to fear. I bury a fork in your leg, you're going to move. You're going to contort your face, you're going to jump, and you're going to do it with no thinking. Are you? You're just reacting to pain. Poof. And since most people, I'm being really kind, 98 to 99% of people are in pain most of the time, that means that most of the time we're not even here. We're not making conscious decisions. We're no smarter or happier than trees. We have that much choice. We're actually less happy. I'm not intimately familiar with the thoughts of trees, but I've never seen one that looked unhappy unless it was dying. They're at least at neutral. We're miserable. Because we're in pain all the time. I spent time this morning talking to, intimately conversing with, and holding 6 or 8 people, something. They had no idea who they were because they're afraid. Fear is the ultimate killer. Get this? Which means if you're afraid, you're wrong. Did you hear what I just said? If you're afraid, you're wrong. Because the universe isn't afraid. God's not afraid. The way things work purely isn't afraid. So if you are, who's the idiot? You're wrong. You're not in harmony with all the universe if you're afraid. That doesn't make you bad. It just means you're wrong. Like going the wrong way down a one-way street. You're not evil. You just screwed up. And when every car you see is coming at you, it's a clue. I taught each of my 7 children to drive. It's amazing I'm still here. And the oldest one, golly, we went to turn left onto a divided highway. So he turned left early. And all the cars are coming at us. And as restrained as I knew how, I said, and we won't talk about who it was, Jonathan, I said, you're in the wrong lane. Because if you yell at a kid who's made a mistake, it just gets worse. Jonathan, you're in the wrong lane. His response, predictably, Jonathan, no, I'm not. I'm not making this up. All those cars are going the wrong way. Well, there you go. Then, let's send them a notice. Let's flash our lights. You're all going the wrong way. Fear is like an entire stream of cars coming the wrong way. You're wrong. You're not feeling loved. You're not seeing things correctly. You're making the wrong decisions. You're wrong. So what do? Stop. That doesn't mean stop being afraid. No, stop what you're doing and figure it out. So Jonathan was arguing with me about going the wrong way down the highway. So I went, there's only one way this is going to work. I said, pull over right there, right now. By now, I was louder. Still not angry, but he wasn't hearing me. Right there, right now. Because the next step was we were going to be dead. So he says, what? Notice all of the cars that are just narrowly missing your door. Well, get out of the car. I drove till we got back on the right side, and I put him back in the driver's seat. He wasn't listening. We have to have the courage to do that as wise people in groups. Do you hear me? If people are headed down the wrong road, if they're afraid, they're screwed. And almost nobody in their life ever will have the courage to tell them, will they? Not and love them. Nope. They go, you're wrong. They'll do that. Nobody hears that. So we're there to talk about ourselves and be seen and loved. And we're there to practice seeing people and loving them and helping them see what's true if we can see what's true. Make sense?